Hey everyone, I've been having a lot of questions lately on photos and measurements, just how to take them, what to measure and all that. So I'm just going to do a short video real quick and go over the basics. Okay, first of all, photos. What to wear. You want to wear something tight. You want to wear either yoga pants or shorts. For your shirt, you want to wear just a tight shirt like a tank top. A lot of times guys don't wear a shirt in their photos. Girls, you can wear a sports bra as well. I normally wear a sports bra because my main focus is usually my abs. That's a big thing that I need to work on. You can't really see my abs with a shirt on, so you can't really see my progress. I do recommend that if you take a photo in your sports bra and you know that you're definitely never going to feel comfortable showing anybody, right now you don't have to show anybody. And right now you might say, no, I don't want anybody to ever see these photos. But later down the road, when you're 3, 4, 5 months down the road, when you have this awesome transformation, and you might want to show people, you might want to say, look, this is where I was, but this is where I am today, and that really shows all your hard work. So if you're not going to be able to do that with a sports bra, I would definitely recommend at least just taking one photo with a tank top, like just a tighter tank top, so then you can show all of your progress. I usually just take my photos in front of a mirror. And, I mean, you can have your spouse or a friend, or you can have somebody else take them. But usually what I do is just easiest, and my husband's really busy, not home all the time when I want to take my photos, so I don't want to wait for him. So I just take them in front of the mirror. So what I do is I take a photo of the front of me, and then I take a photo of the side of me, and I usually kind of try and get my hand out of the way. Usually I think my hand's like this because I'm taking the photo. So you just want to get the whole side. You want to get a photo of the back of you. If you want to flex, you can. And then I was working on my legs too, and getting muscle, and on my arms. So I even took a photo of flexing, and took a photo of like my muscles in my legs, just to see what the difference is that I see later in a few months. So you can anything that you really want to work on, you want to get a photo of. So just try and take as many photos as you can, actually, because you don't want to, 3, 4 months down the road, you want to be like, shoo, I wish I would have taken this photo. Just try anything that you can think of that you might want to take a photo of. Just take it. Nobody's got to see it. So also, don't suck in, and then don't push out. So just kind of, you can flex a little bit if you want to, that's fine. But don't push your stomach out or anything, and don't suck it in, because then that's not going to be true. Just do it as if you're walking around every day. Just your normal, how you feel comfortable. That's going to be the true show. That's going to truly show you what your progress is later down the road, because you're not always going to be sucking it in. You're not always going to be pushing it out when you're walking in the store or whatever. Okay, so that's photos. Now for measurements. I have this tape measure. Most of the Beachbody workouts, or a lot of them, come with a tape measure. Not all of them do. I don't think the first one that I did came with a tape measure. This is out of my sewing kit. So you can use whatever tape measure you want to. The main things that you want to do is you want to be sure that you write it down, because you're not going to remember it. So I have a little journal, and I always write every few months, or every time I take my measurements and my photos, I just write them down right in that journal. Nobody sees that journal. Nobody has to see that journal. So that's just something that I do. You can write it down wherever. You can even write it down and put it on your fridge if it's something that might help you along. And if you're, eventually seeing oh, look, I lost an inch or whatever, and that works for you, putting it on the fridge and for motivation, try that. You want to get down your weight. I know it's not always about the weight, it's mainly about your measurements, because muscle weighs more than fat and all that. However, you still want to keep track of your weight, so you'll still want to write that down. And where you want to measure is you want to do your hips, so you want to just kind of measure down right here, and then you want to measure your waist. I usually do it just above or on top of my belly button. You want to measure your chest, so you just right the largest part of your chest. And then you want to measure your arms. So you want to measure each arm because they're different. So I usually just do it. What I do, I flex my arms, because that's what I want to work on, is my muscle. So you can flex it, you don't have to flex it. And then your thighs, you want to work on your thighs as well. And same with the thighs, you want to measure each thigh and each arm, because actually mine and most people's are different sizes. So you don't want to just go by one and then you can't remember which one. And So I just always measure both of them. All right, and I think that about covers it. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or get a hold of me on Facebook or check out my website.